Sandra, and it's been a while since I've made a video, so I'm way out of practice. So I had a baby. Last time I was pregnant. I think last time I did the video I was pregnant, and I ended up having my little girl on June 21st. I went to my doctor's appointment. It was just an appointment to check to see how far along things were. And he checked and he said, okay, go to the hospital. It was only a check. Anyway, so we went to the hospital. Apparently in his office I was 4 centimeters along, and you have to be 10 to deliver. So we went to the hospital and ended up being about, I think, a 9-hour labor and delivery total. I didn't feel anything for the first quite a few. It was only near the end that it really got quite intense. And I'm really, really proud of myself because I went natural. I didn't take anything, like nothing. Just did the whole thing. In the beginning it was fine. The nurse was kind of like, wow, you're still smiling? And by the end, I couldn't even look. Like, my eyes were shut. I just have to focus on breathing and getting this done. So it went well. It was very, very intense. She's beautiful. So I had a little girl, like I said. She was 5 pounds and 13 ounces. And when we were in the hospital, I was in for 2 days. She was in for 4 because she ended up with a little bit of jaundice. So she was, it was tough. She was getting needles and all kinds of things. It was tough. But by the time we left the hospital, she was 5 pounds 4 ounces. Actually, just a little less than that, but that's what they called it, 5 pounds 4 ounces. So we called her Gail. That's her name. Kira, just because we like the name, and Gail is after my husband's mother, who passed away when he was about 12, I think. And let me see. So we got home. I was very, very nervous. Being a 41-year-old woman with no prior experience. I had my mother here for quite a few weeks, which was nice. She helped a ton. So I did end up having some postpartum depression, or postpartum anxiety, perhaps. And that lasted for, well, in the beginning I was fine. The first couple weeks I was fine, and then it just slowly crept in because I knew my mom would be leaving. I knew my husband would be going back to work, and then I'd be all alone. And what do I do? Like, I was nervous about feeding her. Because I'm bottle feeding her. I tried breastfeeding, and I was only able to, I just couldn't produce enough. And I think a lot of it was to do with stress. I think a lot of it was just on me. But anyway, I did keep it going. Like, I was pumping, so I would pump the milk and then I'd put it in a bottle and give that to her for what I could, and the rest I had to make up with formula. So basically she was getting 1 ounce from me and the rest from formula, or basically like somewhere between 1/4 and 1/3 of her diet. And I kept that up for 2 months. In the end, I was just like, I was too stressed out. I just couldn't, and the minute I decided to stop, it just stopped. So, but everybody's going back to work or leaving, and I was very, very nervous about how am I going to take care of this girl? Feeding her, burping her. I was afraid if I don't get the burp out, what's going to happen? Everything. I was a bit of a mess. So my husband was fantastic. He told me, if he needs to be here, he'll be here. But we didn't need to do that. What we ended up doing was, if I needed him, I would call him, and he would try to talk me through whatever moment I was having. So anyway, he was very, very understanding and very, very helpful. And then slowly just practice just doing it, everything got better. So now everything's wonderful. She is 6.5 months old, and it has been quite good for a long time now. But there was a while there where it was tough, and I wanted to document everything, make videos and whatnot, but not during that time. Anyway, so my diet, because I'm sure that's what you guys really want to know about. It's not been great, honestly. Okay, so during the pregnancy, I actually lost a ton of weight, and then I gained back through being pregnant, but I ended up overall with a 10-pound loss. So actually having a baby helped me lose 10 pounds. I don't know. Anyway, so, but then the stress afterward, I was stress eating, and I was not making good food choices, so I ended up putting on 15 pounds. So now I'm up 5 pounds, and I'm not happy about it. I was feeling pretty good at 10 pounds down. That wasn't where I want to be, but it was better than I was. But anyway, so now I'm getting back on track. And just recently, as of like the end of last week, I've decided to start doing McDougall style. So I'm basically having hash browns with vegetables for breakfast or brunch. And then I've kind of been skipping that next meal or having a Cliff Builder bar, and then having my supper, which is not always a healthy choice because it involves my husband. So we have been having tacos and things like that, so you get your greasy chips and stuff. But last night I whipped up a bunch of mashed potatoes, so they're in the fridge. I can have them anytime I want. So my plan is to have the hash browns for breakfast, then some mashed potatoes for lunch or afternoon, and then a nice healthy-ish supper. And I want to start having salads. We had salad last night, it was great, and I want to start incorporating those into my diet again because they're good. And I want to start having a lot more vegetables. Instead of the Cliff Bars, I want to knock those out. Not that I don't think they're terrible or anything, but they're totally processed. They're not a whole food, and I just would much rather be having whole foods. So I want to start eating some cucumbers and some peppers and things like that. I'm not really missing fruit yet. It's winter here, so fruit's not really all that great anyway. But eventually I want to, have a little bit melons and things like that. That I look forward to. And for my daughter, being 6.5 months old, she's drinking her milk. She's on total formula now. It's soy formula. In the beginning it wasn't, but I got her switched over eventually. And now she's on soy. And that's going really well. We're just switching her over to the stage 2 formula now. And then I'm also introducing foods like fruits and vegetables in a packet. The baby foods that you can buy. And they're all prepared. And my goal is to make her food myself, but I kind of want to see what she likes, what she doesn't like, and just keeping it easy for right now. That's my goal, though, is to make my own. So she's sleeping right now. Every morning I get up at 7 and I feed her milk. Then she goes back to bed for a few hours, and what I've been doing lately is I have a routine that I'm doing for my face, because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have some eye problems. They started about 2 months after she was born, and I haven't been able to get rid of them. Or maybe it was even a month after. They've been here for forever. So I'm working on those. They're not styes. They're chiz something or other, the doctor said. Something else. There's like a duct in behind the eyelash that's blocked. So anyway, I do that for 10 minutes. Then I wash them. I actually wash the rim of my eyelid, the lower one, with baby shampoo. And then I come down here. I'm in my workout room right now. I come down here and I'm doing an hour walk on the treadmill. Seems to work for Dr. Greger. Of course, he's walking like all day. But right now I'm just starting with an hour. I'd like to try to get a little bit of yoga in eventually, but for right now I'm just making you guys a video. And when she wakes up, I will introduce you to Kira. Anyway, see you later. Hey guys, so I can hear her in her room. She's so cute in the morning. So I'm just gonna go in with you and just see if you can see what I see in the morning, which is a very happy baby. Turn on her light. Here she's in her crib. She's just playing with her bear. Looking around. She's always happy in the morning. What are you eating? You're eating that tag, you silly girl. Kira, did you wake up? Kira. Hi. Did you wake up? Hi. I can't believe you were eating a tag. You silly goose. What were you doing? Let's see if we can get her out. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Is Mommy recording you? Oh. She usually bops around in here. I wanted to show you, but she's not going to do it. Okay, we'll see you in a sec. What are you doing? I lied. She rolled over. She rolled over. She's so cute. So here's my hash browns cooking. And I do buy these. I get them from a store. And they're 100% potatoes. Nothing else in them. So I just let those cook away while I take care of kiwi. And they look pretty good, so I'll probably turn them off soon. So now she has eaten about 1 ounce of this banana apple beet berry food. And she liked it, so that's the first time we've tried this one, so that's nice. Always good to find one she likes. She's really only not liked a couple of them. So this is my staging area. I have a few different kinds for her to try. And she really liked banana, pumpkin, pears, and coconut. And she really liked oatmeal and banana as well. This one is for 6 months, ratatouille with lentils and white beans, so that'll be interesting. And the good thing about these is they're all organic foods, which I wouldn't normally be able to get. And then up here, we've got the rejects. Pear, green bean, and mango. I thought maybe the mango would win her over. She likes pear, but she doesn't like green beans very much. And then pear, kale, and peas. She likes pear, spinach, and peas, but the kale was too much. So I've got some mangoes. I bought these ones in the States here. Mangoes, prunes, peaches, and pears. So those ones I'll try a little later. Anyway, so I got her to take 1 ounce of the one. I'm going to give her a little shot of milk if she'll take it. Lately she's not really been drinking her milk. For whatever reason, she, I don't know, is preferring the foods, the packets of food, and she's ending up, I think, eating a lot less. But her weight is still going up, so everything's good there. So I'm going to feed her now the milk, and then I'll have my hash browns with vegetables a little later. I didn't show you, but here she is playing in the living room. Kiwi. Oh. She doesn't like getting stuck in corners. But this is her little play area that I put her while I'm making her food and whatnot. And the dog bed's there, and yes, she does play on that a little too. Okay, food time. So I don't know if you'll be able to get this, but this is her having her milk. She decided, I think right around that 4 month I think right around 4 months, that she had to be sitting up for her milk. She wouldn't lay back. She is not a layabout girl. She's a go-getter. So anyway, there she is. She did want her milk, so that's making her very happy. Okay, it's my turn. So here's my breakfast slash lunch. It's 10:30 in the morning. I don't put anything on it. It's just the vegetables and the potatoes, but they're good to me. And Kiki's just playing. Sawyer's watching her. And she ended up drinking a little over an ounce, that's all. So I'll try it again a little later. And then she's been up for an hour. She'll probably be up for another hour, and then she'll have a nap. After that, we're going to head out to go to Costco, pick up a few groceries. I'm going to get some spinach so that we can have some kale potatoes tonight. Or, sorry, I'm getting some kale, hopefully, so that we can have kale potatoes. And that's it for now. Okay, so it's just about 2 o'clock. And baby girl just woke up. So we're going to have our next meal, which is some more of the beet berry, apple, and banana. So we're going to try to film this. We'll see how coordinated Mommy is. Are you ready? And then, of course, we'll follow it up with milk. Do you want some? Oh, she wants the camera. What is this camera? Do you want some yummy? Good girl. Oh, okay. Yum, 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 yum. So this is one of her favorite toys. Yes, it is. And over here, I've laid out her outfit. I tried milk. It was a no-go. She was happy just with the packet. So we're almost ready to go. Et voila. One dressed baby. Does it match? No. Do we care? No. We're just trying to make sure everything gets used a little. Oh, Vesuvius got away. Oh no, when your fingers push it away and you can't get over there. So before we leave, this is going to be my lunch. I'm just having some potatoes. Mashed potatoes, it's just potatoes with their skins mashed up with a little almond milk and some Normandy mix. Oh, and garlic in here as well. Smells so good. Hey guys, we're back, and I was able to get all the fruits and vegetables that I wanted while I was out. My husband gave Kira her milk when we got back, and she is now down for a nap. So this is what I'm having for supper. Having a salad. Turned out really well. That's just what's left. But I had romaine, spring mix, cucumber, tomato, orange, and avocado. I don't put dressing on because with the tomato and the orange, it's juicy enough. There's my McDougall Sloppy Lentil Joes, the baguette, and I just put some vegan basil on it. So that's it for now. Hey guys. Okay, so I've had my supper and I'm still a little peckish. So I was going to make a banana ice cream, but I don't have ice. It's been since when I was pregnant, since the last time I had one. So I'm making ice now, and I'm going to have instead a Cliff Builder bar, and that'll be it for me today. Kiwi's going to have some milk. She's going to have a bath, a meal, and bed. She's getting tired now, so that's going to be it for us today. Thanks for watching. I hope that all of you are doing fantastic. And I also want to thank all of the new subscribers who've decided to watch the channel. Thanks for joining. So, see you next time. Bye, guys.